Hey, Betterness Bays! Welcome to the Good, Better, Betterness podcast. Heads up, this episode takes us back a few months and was recorded on a previous edition of Wellness Wednesday.
What we explored and uncovered then is still true now, and we hope that this lands as a reminder that you matter first and always, full stop. Thank you for making space for us, and more importantly, for yourself.
Hey, girl. Hi. We were thinking alike with the magenta lips. Yes,
It's my go-to, so it makes the most sense for me. How are you?
I'm good.
I miss you, sis.
I know. And just
Right, like real hugs, real presence. Right, virtual stuff is not it. It's just not it.
I don't like it.
But I mean, we at least get to talk today about this topic. It's
Wow.
things that you are working on.
On things.
I miss your expressions. You are hilarious. Just give us everything. Okay?
Somebody said they're gonna make like a special Facebook group that's just of my faces during meetings and Zoom. And so you know what?
You could become meme famous.
I'm kind of here for that. I'm kind of here for about that much because I be trying. I try so hard to catch the face.
Yes.
But my face is so loud and she's so disobedient. Listen.
And show up just that way, sis. Show up just that way. Denise is mentioning the head wrap and the shirt.
Yeah.
So purple, we got some purple and some gray. Like we just matching.
You always know I love a good head wrap though. I love a good head wrap. Always.
I thought about that yesterday. I was like, dang, I miss head wraps. I need to remember how to do one of those because today I was struggling. I had all these meetings and I was like, what am I going to do with my hair? I should have shown up unapologetically.
What y'all don't know is I love a good head wrap, but today was retwist day, so there's some flips underneath here. Just saying, I'm showing up.
Why you want to do a head wrap? Right, exactly.
And that's the game.
As you guys can tell, this is going to be a great conversation. Oh my gosh. You are hilarious. I love it. We're definitely going to get into this and talk about these deeper issues, but we're going to have fun too. So again, as you're coming in, take a deep breath. Do some, really deep breathing. Yes. Woo-saw the day out. This is your post-work routine that we're a part of today as Wellness Wednesday. So we've been just catching up basically, but I want you to introduce yourself and tell us who you are and why you were excited about being here today.
Yeah. Okay. So, how I introduce myself changes on the day and what group I'm with. And it's not because, I have multiple personalities or anything, but my name is Stacey Brown. And I am the owner and chief strategist of Stacey Brown Coaching and Consulting. I'm also an ordained minister. I am an advocate, activist, organizer, mom, all the things, mental health professional. Yeah, so you see why I say that, right?
I already do. No, listen. So, but I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. We can have Stacey. I'm like, oh wait. So I need to know which title.
Yes. That is so funny because I get that all the time, especially, when it's time to speak to officials and things like that. Stacey, what group are you representing today? I was like, y'all are funny, but you're funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I was like, nah, I got to ask. I got to make sure I get this right.
Pick an organization. I'm here for it all. It's all
right. I love it. Thank y'all for the hearts. Like I said, this is going to be very entertaining. And I'm just excited about this conversation. So, Stacey, I think but we are focusing on changing the narrative.
Well, you already know I'm a subby. Yes. All the things and all the box.
I just didn't know you had it already. And so what? Okay, wait, we got to get a shot. Ready? Somebody screenshot this.
You already know every time I get my box. Unboxing it.
picture. We do, and you have us every single time. You are the ultimate subscriber. Thank you, sis. Listen, and you too can be featured on a Betterness Box. You can. Maybe not. It's reserved for our special people. No, but I'm so excited to talk about this. I've gotten into just the very beginning of the book, but to talk about dismantling this narrative, right? The first line on the back of the book. What did it say, sis? What does it say, sis?
What's wrong with Black women? Not a damn thing. Yes.
No, so that was not Stacey reacting to that. That is on the book.
Color.
Not a damn thing.
I read that, like, seriously, you know, I'm kind of churchy just a little bit. I read that and had to take a lap around the room.
Yeah. Just a little praise dance. Right. That is damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
Right. Love it. Yeah. Glory. So we are going to expose the anti-Black woman propaganda, right? There is anti-Black women propaganda in our country, has been forever. And so we're going to talk about what does it look like to dismantle that? How can we do that in our personal lives? So my first question for you is, you know, and you can share as much as you want to share. You know, this is a safe space, right, y'all? Give us some hearts. Let us know. We welcome to be vulnerable. But really, I think when we start to talk about like the changing the narrative, it starts with us, right? And so I'm thinking through like, what does it mean to kind of redefine yourself through a really difficult season? Even just coming through this quarantine, right? Like that's a difficult season. Hello, somebody. And so I just want, you know, use a personal example or however you want to kind of go into that. What does it mean to change the narrative for ourselves first?
So I will say that really changing the narrative starts with changing our self-thoughts. So one of the ways in which I really change the narrative, how I show up to the room, is changing what I'm telling myself. So for me, I got really caught up on the I shoulds or should be or should have. And really, that's not serving any purpose. I should be further than this, or I should have this career, or I should have this. And that's not serving any purpose, but feeding to the lack mindset that I have.
Right.
So rather than focus on the I shoulds and the I haves, I transitioned to the I ams. Because that speaks power into me. So I am bold. I am powerful. I am, you know, the CEO of my own company, which I am. But
catch that.
To those things, you know, the Bible tells us that we have to speak those things as though they were. Mm-hmm. So there's power in I am. There's no power in I should. There's no power in that. And I am speaking anything forward. So really in changing that, all that I am, I believe it. God believes it. So it doesn't matter if you believe it. This is how I'm showing up, and you better get it. Take it. And that's what we're doing.
That might be another t-shirt. I feel like from these lives, we have a whole collection of t-shirts that could be made. We really should get on that, Denise. We do have some t-shirts and merch available at BetternessBox.com. We'll give you a discount code later. But I think that when it comes to what you just said, I believe it, God believes it. And so it does not matter if you believe it. It's really, really powerful for Black women because, again, we've been taught from such a young age, really, by society, our families, our friends, that we are a certain X, right? Just fill in the blank, right? Black women are blank. Woo! Talking to men a lot about this. Black women are this, Black women are that. Y'all got so many opinions, but you're not a Black woman. And so I think it's really, really, really important for us to do what you said do, right? Unapologetically change our thought processes. And that's self-narrative, how we talk to ourselves. I don't know that many people are even aware of how much they talk to themselves, right? We say like, oh, you talk to yourself, don't talk back, because that means you don't, yeah. But no, we have an internal voice that we talk to. It absolutely talks to us, however you want to say it. It's there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes that inner voice gets real disrespectful. And so you have to ourselves. Like really and truly. If our inner voice talk to somebody else like that, they might get punched.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Or, I would never say this to a friend, but I'm saying it to myself, who I should love the most. Right.
Absolutely.
So important to remember those things. And I think, periodically doing a self-check, once a week, every, quarter, every month, something, just kind of start to think about, wait, what am I saying to myself? What is the reoccurring theme in this season of my life? What is it that we're talking about? Now, y'all know we have affirmation cards in all of our boxes, and we really feel like that is a huge way to change your narrative, right? So really thinking about how you can start using positivity, like Stacey is saying, right? How that even shows up is using those affirmations. And every season you can have a new 5 to affirm over yourself as a subscriber, as Stacey is. So in the opening of the book, it says, I think, I don't want to butcher her name, but it says Adi Robertson. It's a quote from her that says, "Black women possess so much joy and love, yet we are told that we do not deserve this. Then there is systemic oppression, keeping our access to love, respect, joy, and highest self-worth at arm's length." Mm-hmm. Through this collage, I incorporated rich color, shapes, and atmosphere that aim to contextualize this narrative. Art is a powerful way that we can create our own universe in which our dreams and visions for the future come true. And so I just think that's a powerful statement to say, especially that what she said, systemic oppression keeps our access to love, respect, joy, and self-worth at arm's length. It always feels like I'm almost there. If I could just do this, I would get there. I would arrive. Stacey, can you tell us about arrival? What is that? What is that?
Listen, I want to say that a lot of times when we talk about worth, we're always aspiring to that next level. So it seems like every time we think we reached it, the bar moves. Mm-hmm. But really what we really need to understand is that we have inherent worth, and that's not situational. That doesn't depend on how I look today, whether I have my makeup, whether I have crusties in my eyes. It does not matter. I have worth, I have power, and that's not going to change. It's just like a diamond. Diamond, no matter where you put it, it's still a diamond. It's still going to be worth, whatever the carat, clarity, and, cut of the diamond says it is. So that's the same way we have to think about us. Like, we're not aspiring to be great. We're already great. Mm-hmm. We're just waiting to manifest that in certain situations where we can materialize it to the rest of the world. Like, I've been knowing I'm great. You just waiting to see it.
Oh my God, that's exactly it. We have arrived, y'all. We are the diamonds today, yesterday too, right? And the next day too. God willing, we wake up and everything's straight. So I just think it's revolutionary, honestly, to truly believe that you are enough, right? That's one of our affirmations. You are enough. You are already, right? Everything that you need to be. Hey, thanks for joining. And so I just think it's really important to know that and inherently know that. And if you don't believe it, if you're like, no, I got a lot more to do to get to the level that I need to get. Yes, sis, we all got goals. Come on now. Okay. Black women, we got goals, but I think it's important to say, but I am enough today. I can live with joy and truly deserve this love, respect, joy that Eddie is talking about in this book. And so in the quote in the book. And so I think that is revolutionary. If we could do that as Black women, I would be, because I think we're always striving. Always tired, sis.
Yes, but think about the ways in which we're told that, we're not enough.
Yeah.
We are the most educated segment of the population. But yet we're still not smart enough. We're judged on our emotions. Oh, y'all ain't nothing but an angry Black woman. Could it be that you're just angry because I proved you wrong with facts, statistics, and really knowledge? Could it be that? But I'm angry. Projection much? Really,
Yeah.
we can't wear our hair the way that it grows out of our head.
Right.
Unkept and unprofessional. We're told that our bodies are, too obese or whatever. We're demonized if we don't have courage. We're demonized if we do. Well, you showing too much. And, it's just all the ways in which we are told that we are not enough, or the ways on we're told we're too much. We're too loud. We're too Black. We're too this. We're too that, and it comes down to that really getting in that mindset that I have to reaffirm myself every day so that when those negative exterior thoughts come in, I'm already put up this protective wall.
Boundary, as Karen.
That boundary.
Right.
Of course. Right?
Yes.
That boundary that's going to help me to protect from that, but like we said, that boundary is also going to correct when I'm out of pocket. Like, look here, fix it today. Like, no, fix it today.
So you can buy all of those products and spend hundreds of dollars and lots of time, or you can get a box for $25 today for your first box, and it's worth over $100 delivered to your doorstep and then automated from then on every 3 months. Make sure you subscribe today at BetternessBox.com. It's worth it. Oh, I love it. Yes, all of that. Just to all of that. And I love what y'all are saying in the comments about boundaries, right? We can't let all of the things stop us. Absolutely not. We really have to take into account who we are and take back our narrative, right? I think as Black women, we really do that. So I'm not here to be like, we got all the problems. We got to fix ourselves, sisters. Nah, we are out here showing up regardless of how the narrative is placed upon us. But I do think it's important for us to look at ourselves in the ways that we can every way that we can possibly do and continue to progress, right? But for me, it's more of just being able to live each day in this amazingness that we are as Black women, to be really, really thankful and sitting in that grace. It's almost right of being who we are, proud of that, right? Not proud when we get our nails done, because mine ain't done today. Listen, but I'm using my hands, real fast, so y'all can't. No, just kidding. My eyebrows ain't done, or I need to go get my lashes done. Then I will feel like the diamond that I am. No, sis, you are that already. And so I just want us to really think about the ways we do that, even with our clothing or whatever it is. It could be all kinds of exterior things. But for me and really for us at Betterness Box, we're so passionate about making sure you inside understand who you are. And this season, Let Us Be is all about all of that, right?
All of that.
We claim in this narrative. So yeah, I was just looking at the first introduction, the trouble with Black women. And I can't, there's a couple of things in here where I really was like, oh, this is awesome. Because what the author, again, shout out to Tamara Winfrey Harris for partnering with us. She's going through is she takes us through the history of where some of these narratives have come from. And it reminds me of a sister circle that I keep talking about because it was so profound, apparently for me. But a sister circle is one of our healing circles that we have, and we have these licensed therapists come and they really do like a therapy group session with us. And it's amazing. We do it once. Yes. So good. We do it once a session. Yes, girl. Once a season, I should say. And so we have not done the one for Let Us Be yet. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're signed up on our list and all of that stuff so you can get the invitation. But the last one we did for the Let Us Manifest talked about how we were going to even move into a manifestation. And that dealt with some of the roots that we had, those roots of saying, well, my mama did this, or she told me to do something else, but she didn't actually mirror that, right? She didn't actually exemplify that. And so you do what you see. You know, your mama might have told you, girl, you got to put yourself first. You over here doing too much. But mama, why are you telling me that? You over here doing the most. Right?
Yes.
Showing up for everybody and everything but yourself.
Everyone.
We have to change it. We have to change it. This is the generation.
Yes. Yes. That was one of the biggest things that I had to learn is your kids, they could care less what you say. They're looking at your modeling. And I understood that with my boys. But when my daughter came and I saw this little girl that looks just like me. I mean, I spit her out. And literally did.
She does.
So when I look at her, I'm like, to model, what do I want her to see? What is the relationship that I want her to have with herself? Does she see a healthy relationship that I have with myself? How do I speak to myself? How do I carry myself? What career options will she think that she has the possibility for? Will she even, well, in my house, we're going to explain everything because child, all the things.
Yes. Yes.
But it was really important for me to model also rest, because we tie so much of our validation and what we do rather than who we are that it becomes such a problem. We feel like we don't deserve rest, that we're not worthy of it if we're not doing something. And that is so untrue, sis.
It's a lie.
Yes.
It's a lie.
Like Audre Lorde said, self-care is an act of resistance.
Yes,
Come
it
on
is.
now.
Yes, it is. That's one of our favorite quotes here at Better Despise, because that's literally it. Listen, I am a part of the movement because I'm taking care of myself.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's a part of let us be. It's really being a human being, not a human doing. That's one of the things that we need to teach our children and how to do, not be so busy. The calendar doesn't have to be chock full. And that's the problem already. If you look at a lot of our kids, they're overscheduled, they're over-tested, they're overstressed.
Yep.
And we wonder by the time they're our age, they have all these conditions and
Anxiety.
all these
Right.
because their cortisone levels, the stress hormone has been like this since they've been in the second grade when they started testing. So, but where do you think they learned that from?
Yeah, I mean, where else? Honestly, where else? Where else?
Exactly.
Learn that from? Exactly. Oh, that's good. That next generation piece is so important because it's motivating, one, right? When you think about like, dang, I don't want people to struggle, or the next generation, my sisters, my, cousins, etc., your children to struggle the way you did. What does it look like to truly change that? And so for me, that's motivating for sure to make changes now in the way that I'm living. I think one thing that's really been like awesome in this next, in these last 5 years, I'll say, is Black stories are being told with just a different lens.
Yeah.
You remember Sylvie's Love when it came out on, I think it was Amazon Prime. I don't if you saw it or not, but Tessa Thompson, I believe is her name. She starred in this movie, and it was just a movie about two lovers, in their journey. And everybody was like, wait, that was it? No, there wasn't like a protest and they got arrested. And it was just about Black people loving each other. And I was here for it. I was so here for it. What a different way to tell a story, from really almost for the most part, a woman's perspective, and focusing on that. But I just want us to do that more, even in our own circles, being able to be vulnerable about those things. We always try to hide everything, right? And we're so strong, but there's so much power in vulnerability and transparency. So
there is. I'm going to need y'all to get up on Brene Brown. Vulnerability. You already.
I need to rewatch that. watch that. That was so good.
Yes, the vulnerability. And being vulnerable. Uh-oh.
There you go. You're here.
Okay. I said vulnerability and transparency are so important because what people don't understand is that in us being open and transparent about our struggles, there is healing in that. And so while we are healing ourselves, our words are literally healing other people because one, there's an attachment because, oh, I'm not the only one that's going through that. So let me learn from you. Let me see how you did it. Let me see how you're coping with it. And we are literally the solution for the problems that we're going through, but we're withholding the medicine because we won't open our mouths. Because we are so caught up on appearances and how we're supposed to look, wearing the mask, on social media, running it like ESPN. You're not going to get the true read. You're going to get highlights and commercials.
Filters.
That's what you're going to get.
I got one on right now.
Stop that. We need to stop that.
Right.
It's time out for fronts, facades, and being fake. Because let me tell you the secret. We know you're faking. We know you're faking. We do. We just let you do it and be like, yeah, girl, yeah. Because, and a lot of people do that, or they overshare and, you know, everything is such a sob story. And the reason why they do that, because sympathy is easier to take than accountability. So if I feel sorry for you, you don't have to do anything with that. But if I'm holding you accountable and saying, sis, yeah, you did go through that. However, it's time to pick it up, dust it off, and keep it moving. See, that requires action and willpower and planning on your part. We don't like that, no.
That's out of y'all and my thought. You just keep telling your story then. Okay, you gonna just keep telling your story. I gotta turn on this light before it gets too dark. Okay. I'm sitting on the floor, guys. This is real and live.
On the couch. What you don't see is the blanket and the pillows. And right. This is girl talk. Come on. Which I don't. If Kayla is my boo-boo.
Oh, I love you. Oh, no, she froze again. Oh, there you are. You're back. You're back. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I love you too, boo. So I want to go through the names of these chapters because this is basically a preview to our book club. So, yes, we got Wednesday, Wellness Wednesdays. We got Sister Circles. We got book club meetings. You know, pick whichever one you feel like you can make and make sense for you, okay?
Get your healing. Come get your healing. Yeah, right. But don't overschedule. So, yeah, if we need to pick one, pick one.
Pick one. Just pick one. 1 out of 3. But, yes, and again, this is all so amazing to even be in a position to offer this as a company. But the book is broken down into 7 chapters and an epilogue, but Beauty, Pretty for a Black Girl is chapter 1. Sex, Bump and Grind.
Bump and Grind.
Chapter 2. Chapter 3, I think it's hilarious that sex comes before marriage. Chapter 3 is marriage. Right. Witches, Thornbacks, and Sapphires. These are all stereotypes used to describe Black women. Chapter 4, Motherhood, Being Mamie and a Hard Place. Between Mamie and a Hard Place. A hilarious title. Chapter 5, Anger, Twist and Shout. Chapter 6, Strength, Precious Metal. But metal, METTLE. And then 7, Fat, Sick, and Crazy. So many different things. I feel like just the chapter titles are triggering.
Yes.
How many of these have been used in microaggressions against us or just blatant racism, right? And some things that are perpetuated within our own community that we need to work on. So this book in the book club is going to be fire. We're really excited about finishing this. And it's going to be a pretty quick read. It's not a thick book, y'all. So don't think, don't look
but
at it. But
once you get into it, like, because I'm already like, Pretty for a Black Girl had me like, there was some moments.
I'm telling you, triggered.
My experience growing up was a little different. You know, I grew up in El Paso, so
I don't think I knew that.
yeah, I grew up in El Paso, Texas. So there were the area which we lived in. There weren't a lot of Black people. So you know, I heard pretty for a Black girl. For me, I didn't really think anything of it until I went to college and got around Black people. I'm like, oh yeah, he told me I was pretty for a Black girl. He told you he was Black.
You didn't even know. Oh.
There were so many things. And even now, I promise you, Kayla, I just got a message like maybe a week or so ago from somebody I went to high school with who always had a crush on me and said, I just couldn't approach you because I was scared to date a Black girl. And that is so real just because there's, you know, even we're not the only culture that struggles with colorism at all. You know, in the Hispanic community, they struggle with it quite, you know,
The entire world, sis.
so
Entire world.
exactly all over the world. So his thought was, oh my gosh, if I bring home a Black girl,
Yeah.
my abuelita is going to flip because all she's going to think is if we have grandbabies, they're going to be dark.
Hashtag Meghan Markle.
So yes, that interview, I had to turn it off because when they talked about the color of the babies and checking the ears, I was instantly triggered.
Yes. So that's trigger warning.
Exactly.
Trigger you. So we got to get through it. We got to acknowledge
exactly.
We got to acknowledge these are things and talk about it and be in community, in a safe community to talk about it. That's what I love about Betterness Box. You're not just picking up a book in a bookstore and being like, all right, let me make it through. You're with other women who you can talk these things out with. And I just think that's a beautiful thing.
I'm telling you, get you a box.
Get you a box. Become a subscriber like our sis over here, Stacey, okay?
Who gets all the boxes? All of them.
You too, friend. All right, let us know where, I know you have to go, but so let us know what you're working on, where we can find you, all of the things, because I'm excited about all that you're doing.
Yes. So I am can be found on all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram at Stacey, Stacey. If it doesn't have an E, it's not me. Stacey Speaks. I have to because people constantly forget the E. So Stacey DB Speaks. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. I have a Twitter. I don't really utilize it, but you can hit me up on that too. And if you're on Clubhouse occasionally, I'm on that as well under Stacey DB Speaks. Continuity. And coming in March, I'm excited. At the end of March, beginning of April, I have a workshop and it's so fabulous. Yes. So excited. It's a 2-day workshop and you don't want to miss it because talking about deep and going there, we're going to go there. We're going to really go there. We're going to talk about, you know, not just setting goals, but really about mindset, and go deep as to, it's not just your mindset. It's the people that you have around you that are killing you. The people that you are depending on as your rock are actually your tombstone, and you really need to get them out your life. So
the gems that Stacey has been dropping this entire time.
And that's why you need to come to my class.
You think they're holding you down, but they're actually your tombstone on your grave.
Yes.
Y'all, did you catch that?
Killing you. You think they're your rock, but they're really your tombstone.
That dependency, that, you know what? I cannot wait. So you have to connect with Stacey so that you can find out more about that. That's happening this month?
Yes. Yes.
March.
So yes, follow all my social media so you see when the registration links drops. And I can only do a certain amount of people, so you might want to grab it when it starts. When it first releases.
Have to.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. So at Stacey DB Speaks, make sure to follow her. She's tagged in everything that we've been posting from the Wellness Wednesday to all of our reposts on our stories. And then of course we'll be sharing this out there. So definitely check her out. I'm going to let you go, sis, because I know you got another whole situation to do. But I love you, and I thank you for coming.
Love
being a part of this whole